So talk to us about how then this is working. Obviously this is working with the Axe Effects, which is doing most of the heavy lifting.
Yes, we have blue Axe Effects, and the blue ones are better than ones you have. You cannot get the blue ones. We can get the blue ones. Your tone is worse than ours. These are facts. I'm not making this up. See, they're blue anodized, and that makes the tone more vintage and warm and tube-like.
See, I've been after that.
Don't laugh. I'm serious. But no, I mean, like, you know, that's probably the part of the rig that's changed the least since we last spoke. It's always been a mainstay just out of pure convenience. Tosin has a rig with an amp and pedals and all. It sounds amazing, and I really actually want to move to that. But it's going to be a bit of a thing because right now we have such an integrated setup. Like, it's switched by the computer.
Yeah.
We have no pedal boards.
You guys are going like the Meshuggah route where it's to that.
It's just very it's just very refined, and everything kind of works. It's very easy to troubleshoot.
A well-oiled machine.
And I'm trying to overcomplicate it to get it to sound better, probably just for me, because like I don't know that it'll necessarily translate at 100 dB in a room like this. And that's sort of the battle, but I'm fighting the good fight. So maybe the next time we meet, you'll see my crazy invective pedal rig. But for now, this is the compromise. I'm slowly working my way in. I got the amps on stage.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
It's like, what about Bob? Baby steps.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I don't know how you're able to do this, but you know, like for clean tones, like dude, like the intro to like Stranger Things is a song that I wanted for you to, at least if not play and show us, like at least tell us what's going on in the algorithms within the Axe Effects.
I mean, that's basically, we're not playing Stranger Things on this tour, but here, I'll show you.
Or even any of your other songs that you have clean tones, like Loon.
All right, so for this patch, I'm using the Sir Badger 30 amp. It's just a patch I built on the Axe Effects. I have a delay with modulation going. That's why you get that slight chorusing effect there. But yeah, like that's the beauty of the Axe Effects, is like you can just switch stuff like that.
Seamless.
Right, and go from like, you know, a very, very aggressive rhythm tone to a very affected clean, just instantly like that.
What about something like with either Marigold or The Price is Wrong or Flatline? Like what would be that for that rhythm? Just bite your head off chunk.
Yeah, for that, again, I'm a big fan of the 5150 block letter, so that's the model I'm using. It's actually a pretty simple patch on here. It's just with a boost. So it's like this aggressive sound, but I also want it to be very rich, you know.
I'm hearing all the strings too. That's a testament to probably everything, but the pickups.
It's everything. I'd like to say it's any one thing, but the truth is, if there's any failing at any point, you don't get that. But I'm glad you noticed, because that's a very important thing. We use these very sort of big chords.
You're going through the effort to make those chord shapes. I should be able to hear them.
Exactly. You don't want to just get the low strings out of it. So that is part of like the whole concept here.
Yeah.
And that's why I say like these things have become a bit more demanding rather than just getting like a sick, like aggressive rhythm tone. Because we probably could go a little more scoop, but then you'd lose out on that. But still, we want it to be like.
Jen, at some point, there's got to be
and I mean, like a lot of this is really, with the pickups being so dynamic, is like your right hand technique. Like for example, if I lay back on the palm mutes, it'll be very musical. If I go tighter on it, pick really hard. I can pick hard back. So it's letting your right hand sort of be your volume control or your input gain control. And that's a big part of how we play, really.
The one last thing I would ask you, and I'd be remiss, is about your precision drive.
Yep.
How is that even included, or is that something you maybe put in through the Axe effects, or how's that?
So because it's kind of difficult to like integrate that into the rig without getting sort of complicated.
Yeah.
For the sake of simplicity, right now, I'm not fighting that fight, and we're just using what's on the Axe effects. In the studio at home, I use it in front of the Axe effects, obviously. When I have so many amp rigs at home, like that's where it really comes to life. It actually plays very well with the amp because I was designing the two.
Yeah, you had the two of them together.
Yeah, all the time. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, next time we talk, I should be having a pedal rig with this, and then the precision drive. I'll probably have like a couple precision drives.
Probably, yeah, I imagine a couple.
You know, for different scenarios.